Hello and welcome back to the Conquerors episode 2. I'm your host Gathoni Mutugi, and today we have such an amazing story. A man who was born blind, the rest he will tell us. So today we have an amazing guest, just to encourage you and to let you know that God is still on the throne. So karibu sana Daniel.
Oh, thank you.
It's good to have you.
Asante.
Yeah, so tell us, I heard your story and I was like, you must come here. Like, you were born blind.
Yeah.
So tell us your story, like what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
My name is Daniel Otieno Odongo.
Yeah.
I was born on 24th August 1992 in Mumias, Kakamega County.
Yeah.
And I was born blind, but the family never knew that I was blind until after 3 years when they discovered that I was not able to see. So since 1992 up to 1995,
Yeah.
then they discovered that I don't see. They asked me to bring a spoon that was just placed on a stool somewhere there by my father.
Then they discovered.
By the time I was going to pick the spoon,
Yeah.
it hit even the stool, it has fallen down with the same spoon.
Oh.
So my dad asked, Mom, you mean that you have a child who is blind and we don't know?
It's been 3 years.
Yes. I think this type of a disability comes from the side of the mother, not the side of the father, because we've never had such a disability. So Mom was a bit afraid.
Yeah.
She was a bit confused. She never knew what was going to respond the same. But now the following day
Yeah.
is when she was told to pack and leave with me to
Yeah.
her grandmother's place. So we were there for like about a whole year with her and my grandmother, who was very old and aging at the age of about 92, 93 there. So after a few days, like about a year or so, she said no, she has to go back and see the rest of the siblings.
Yeah.
Now that
How
I was
many?
born-
How many were you?
We were born 9 of us, 3 girls and 6 boys.
What?
And I'm the last born in the family.
What?
Yeah,
9.
9 of us.
And you're the last born.
I'm the last born in the family of 9.
Wow.
So she left me there with my grandmother. We struggled a lot. We could eat from cassava unga, cassava in the morning, cassava during lunchtime with porridge made from cassava unga. In the evening, eat cassava. And the local vegetables. We call them renda, call them, managu. That's what we used to survive with.
Yeah.
Now, she kept on praying for me, taking me to the church, and she made sure that I could go to church and sit in front next to the father. She was a staunch Catholic woman. So we were there for like about a year, 2 years, 3 years. Then she got ill, she was so weak, and then she passed away. So by the time she passed away, I had a chance now to be brought up by a Catholic nun in the convent at Mumias.
Okay.
She picked me up. She told me, Dan, now that your mother, your parent, your only person who is to help you survive, she has passed away. Now you can come and stay with us at the convent. So I was there for the first year. That was way back in 1999. They tried their level best to take me to school. I went to St. Anne's.
This time, how old are you?
In 1999, I was only 7 years of age. So they took me to St. Anne's Primary School. It was a girls' school. I'm going there.
Oh my
I can't see anything. I'm only learning with girls. So the teacher says you can't learn from here because after all, you can't even see on the board. You can't even concentrate with these girls. You're the only male here.
Yeah.
So they tried. They took me again to St. Peter's Boys Primary School, but the situation remains the same. I can't see on the board. The teachers try to even make a very simple demonstration, but I don't
But
even
you
write. I can't even follow up with the class work. So I was told to go back in the convent. I was there for another year. So they made an attempt to go to Kibo School for the Blind the year 2000, which wasn't that successful. Because the school was full to capacity. So after that first term was over, the second term, around the 10th of July is when the head teacher called the sister Ignitia Zuer, and asked her to bring me to school. Now that one child had passed away, at least had created a vacant for me. So I joined Kibo School for the Blind 16th of July in the year 2000. I worked my way out. I worked so hard. I could go to class as early as 4 in the morning with class 8 students, pupils, then leave at as late as around 11 p.m. with them. And I was in class 2. So people could ask me, class 2, they don't cover so much. Why are you coming to class in the morning and also leaving the
very
class very late in the night? I told them I want to catch up, and I've also been longing to be in class. So I was there. The first term was over. After about 3 weeks, we closed the school, early August. Then I went home with the report card with position 5 out of 9 pupils. So the sister asked me, Dad, we took you to school, and instead of becoming position 1, you are coming with position 5 again.
Yeah.
You never used to go to class and study. You never concentrated, but you only go to allow you for only this term. From next time, if you come home with this kind of a report card, we are going to send you back to your parents who rejected you. So I had to work extra hard.
Wow.
I did my level best. I worked hard. I continued the same spirit of going to class as others 4 in the morning, coming back at around 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And lucky enough, I was best in the class.
Wow.
I had to maintain position from class 2, third term, up to class 8. By the time I was doing my class 8 exams in the year 2006, I was lucky enough to have 351 marks out of 500.
Wow.
And I was the best in the region and the best across the country as the first people with visual impairment, having scored 351 marks out of 500.
Wow. Wow.
Now a journey begins.
Yeah.
I have to leave now Kisumu, where I was very comfortable talking with my colleagues.
Yeah.
This is kind of vernacular language. By then I knew how to speak Luo, knew how to speak, my Luo community, and we are very comfortable.
Yeah.
So I was told, now that you've scored these marks, you don't have a high school around this region, we are going to take you now to Thika High School for the Blind.
Wow.
I joined Thika High School for the Blind in the year 2007, and there I also find so many challenges. This is a place that is very cold.
Yeah, it's a new environment.
Yeah, new environment, finding new people. It's a big school.
Yeah.
You also have very big population, about 300 plus students in school. But now we try to catch up, learn, and see which kind of direction am I going to take. So lucky enough, I was able to catch up very fast. I closed the school and I was position 3 out of 99.
Wow.
Now, still too low. Because I never know how I'm going to explain to the sisters that I scored.
That you became number 2.
Number 3.
Oh, number 3.
Yes. Now, by the time I was going back to the convent, I kept on hiding my report card, but they kept on asking me, Dad, report card iko wapi? Unajua leo utakula sapa because they tupatia report card. I'm here, no, I'm very sorry, my sister. They never gave us a report card. But they said they're going to send you the report card. So you see, you kept on lying, but at the end of the day, they are going to know that they gave a report card, but you never performed very well.
Yeah.
Now, sister called the principal, Mr. Kamau. Dan doesn't have a report card. Why? And we paid the whole fees for the term. Said, no, help him to check in his records. I think he must be hiding that report card in one of the bell papers there.
Oh my God.
So they kept on checking. They said, hey, Dan, what will you pay a report card? Then you're lying to us that you are not giving a report card. I sister, I don't see. So how could I have known that you put a report card in my records? So they found it. I was position 3.
Yeah.
It scored well in mathematics, 100%.
Wow.
Never scored anything below 100% mathematics, and also good in English, geography, chemistry, physics, and all that.
Wow.
So they said, Dan, you've tried, and I know the reason why you are hiding the report card is because you are position 3.
Yeah.
We're going to forgive you this time round. But from now, the second term, kindly please bring us at least a position
1.
So I had to follow the same instructions. I worked hard my way out. I worked so hard in class. And I had to make sure that I became position 1.
Yeah.
I maintained the same position. Then instead of now going back to Mumias in the convent, now they said that is a very long journey for you.
Yeah, from Thika to
Mumias. It's a very long journey because it's more like a whole night. So they asked me to be staying in Mathare. That's I found myself in the year 2007 from second term.
So who are you living with in Mathare?
Mathare, they also have
still
a house.
Convent?
Yeah, convent, but now a small one.
Okay.
Like a sub-branch of the main convent in Mumias.
Okay.
So I found there, and I was told here you have to wake up as early as 4 in the morning every day. You have to go to church, you have to recite a rosary. You need to be a very prayerful person if you want to stay with us here. Which we used to do in Mumias, but at least in Mumias we used to sometimes we could escape 1 or 2, 3 people say that I'm sick,
All they wanted is position 1.
Yes, but now
prayer.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
You have to pray in the morning, you have to go there in the afternoon, you have to go there around also at around 4 p.m.
Always have your rosary.
Yes.
Yeah.
And reciting it. If you miss one digit of that rosary, you'll be beaten seriously.
Wow.
So I'll tell them, okay, it is okay. So at least I could get some kind of good time and, you know, comfortability when I'm at school, because Asoko could go jump in the
There's
assembly.
no pressure.
Yeah. Pressure iko chini kidogo. Now, worked hard in Thika High School for the Blind, and by the time I was leaving Thika High School for the Blind in the year 2010, I scored a B- of 53 points.
Wow.
So scoring a B- of 53 points, now I knew my brother, who was also in Kenyatta University, though he was like afraid of maybe.
Now this is your real.
Yeah, the one that I follow. Yeah, the one that I follow on the back, the second last by the family.
So let me ask you, all this time, are you in communication with anyone in your family?
I don't have a mobile phone. They never used to come and visit me at school. They never used to come and visit me at the convent.
All these
years. They used to survive with the Catholic nuns. They're the one who have been my parents. So my brother is there. Then sister calls my brother, asks my brother that your brother has also scored very well, a B-, and he has an appointment. He has an admission letter to join Kenyatta University.
Yeah.
How can you help to get his documents printed from the university, sent to us, then we process the school fees? My brother went to the notice board. He looked at the notice board. He never found my name. He said, Dan, got a fake admission letter. I said, what do you mean by a fake admission letter? That admission letter doesn't have a rubber stamp. It has only a logo for the university, which is still black. It's not even colored. So people look at it and say, this one is from River Road. Dan, so they could call from Mumias Convent, say, now Dan alienda kukaa Nairobi, Mathare, akashikana na wenzake. They are now printing fake documents to come and share with us. So I told them, sister, I never got this letter from a friend.
Yeah.
I got this letter from admissions office at Kenyatta University.
Yeah.
She never believed. So I had to waste a whole year, the year of 2011. I got my admission letter in the year 2011 around September. I had to waste it like that in 2012. Now I'm marching admissions office and asked admission officer, why did you give me a fake admission letter? Did you take advantage that I'm blind? Why you gave me this admission letter? And she looked at me and said, what are you telling me? How can a university give a fake admission letter? What did you score at the university at high school level? A B-. From which school? Click a school for the blind. Okay, you've qualified to be here.
Exactly.
Who said?
Yeah.
So said, who has said that you have a fake admission letter? My donor, my parent, and also my brother who studied in this university. So she told me she might be able to explain so much, anything to do with external communication.
Yeah.
I think the best person you can report to is the vice chancellor. So with my white cane, slowly by slowly, I went to registrar's office and then passed through the VC's office.
To the VC's, yeah.
So I went there. I told the secretary I want to see the VC. They said, do you have an appointment? I don't have an appointment. Why did you come? Why don't you come and see the registrar academics? I was told to come and see the VC and explain this matter to my donor. Okay.
Yeah.
So after a while, she accepted and I got in. I told Professor Olive Mugenda, my name is Daniel Odongo. I was born blind.
Wow.
I'm not seeing. I was abandoned in Mathare and my family separated because of my disability. Kindly help me to be in the university. I have an admission letter from this university, but they're saying it's a fake admission letter. Kindly help me out.
Yeah.
So she felt it. She said, okay, I'm going to help you. She called a school transport manager. They brought in the school van. I was taken to Longonot Block 4 in the hostel.
Wow.
She paid for me school fees for the first year, that is 2012, the whole academic year. And she bought for me some few clothes, briefcase, and paid for me food.
Yeah.
As I joined Kenyatta University. So by the time people are still making news outside the university that I have a fake admission letter, I was already in class learning.
Wow.
But after wasting a whole academic year, I joined in 2012.
Yeah, later after an year. Wow.
So there I also worked hard. I said, Professor, that have given me this chance. I don't want to disappoint you. We're now good friends.
So she took responsibility.
Yeah, for that first whole academic year.
Wow.
But she also kept on following up with the donor,
Yeah.
asking donor, why don't you become responsible? You have been paying school fees from primary school to high school to university.
Yeah.
She really needs, he still needs you. So it was confirmed that it was a good admission letter. Then that's I joined the university, and there I did mathematics and geography. I did special needs education.
Wow.
So when I'm in the classroom in the lecture theatre with about 500 plus students,
I know.
I was sitting in front of the classroom next to the lecturer.
Yeah.
So the lecturer will come and ask me, young man, why did you choose mathematics? Why don't you go for another teaching subject that is easier for you?
Yeah.
I told him I'm just comfortable with teaching mathematics, so I'll have to do this course.
Yeah.
Said, now how will I be marking when your work? First of all, I don't even have to read brailles. I don't know you're doing the right thing. I can't even measure.
So he didn't know.
Yeah, he took me to register academics, and I told registrar, Dr. Nyaga, whether they like it or they don't like it, I'll be in this mathematics class.
Exactly.
So I was there. So there's a time he asked a question, e raised to power 5 exponential, e raised to power 5. Where you do product rule,
Yeah.
you substantiate, you differentiate, you subdivide the number, you bring the 5 down, you put 5 to power, you reduce it.
Whatever that is.
Yes, then you get the right answer.
Yeah.
So in the class of 500 plus people, students, none of them was getting the right answer. So I tried even to put up my hand, oh kindly sir, give me that chance, I answer that question. He refused. He said, now if all these people with sight and have been doing all these sums on the board, they are unable to answer, what about you now?
Yeah.
So what do? I decided to stand up, stand on my chair, carry my braille machine on my head. And I said, sir, I'm here and I'm going to answer that question. That e raised to power 5, bring that 5 down, it will remain to be 5, e raised to power 4. Then let us apply the product rule. Maybe let us put x is equals to 5. Then you say like x e raised to power 4. Then you put now the derivative of
that's Greek right
dx
here.
and dx dy. You're able to get the right answer. And the lawyer was so impressed. Said, hey,
You got it right.
yes, I never knew that you could answer this question. Sit down. The whole class, can you stand up? And all of them clapped for me.
Wow.
Since that day, I had so many friends.
Wow.
I've never cooked in my room. I've never lacked somebody to hold my hand.
They used to cook for you. Yeah.
I could, Dad, please, can you come and teach us this sum? We are having a problem with this sum. I go there, I teach them how to that sum. At the same time, they also cook, I eat from there, go to sleep.
Wow. Wow.
That's how life was.
Wow.
So in 2014, when I was in second year, 2013, when I was getting to second year, is when I got sick. I was sick of cerebral malaria. I was taken to health unit at Kenyatta University. Then from there, I was referred to Kikuyu Hospital. So this funny lady is a clinical officer called Dr. Melioth. Dr. Melioth has kept on calling me and asked me if I'm coming for a surgery in Kikuyu. I come here, I don't need to see. I'm very much comfortable with working with that white cane.
You're fine.
And also reading with the brailles.
Yeah.
And after all, I've also made to be in the university.
Yeah.
Do I need to see really? But she kept on persisting every that time. Dad, come, I need you to see. I'm sure if you do this surgery, I'm going to see. I'm going to organize for you a very good doctor. I'm just comfortable with my normality.
Yeah.
So after some time, after persisting for so long, and this time around, I'm now found in her clinic.
Yeah. You decided
I have no option.
Yeah.
Yes, I accepted. I was taken to the theater by Dr. Godfrey Nyaga.
So this surgery, they're telling you will see.
Yes. But I was not even in for it because I was very comfortable with my normality.
You were fine.
Yes. So I was taken to the theater by Dr. Godfrey Nyaga. I was there from morning to evening. It is called IOL, lancectomy surgery on both eyes. So we began with the left eye, did the surgery. Since morning to evening. Yeah, the whole day, just working on it to make sure that I'm able to see. They put some artificial lenses on both eyes, and then that's how I was able to detect or to perceive some light on the left eye for my first time. The following day, when he removed the bandage, at least I had a chance I could perceive some light from very far. Then somebody passing a hand like this, I could.
This is a surgery they did to you in Kikuyu.
In Kikuyu Eye Hospital, by Dr. Godfrey Nyaga.
After one day.
after one day. Now the following day they removed the bandage. I could see some light from very far away. If you pass something in front of me, I could detect there's something passing in front.
There's something,
Yeah, in front of me. And I was there for like a whole week.
For the very first time since you were born.
In 2013.
Wow.
Now there, I'm trying to figure out now what next.
Yeah.
So I left the hospital at least when I'm able to see. But now straining because I'm squinty eyes, low vision. You squint, you know, you like unafungua macho, you're opening. Because also that light is also painful, it gets into the eye. So I'm struggling, I'm straining with my small white cane here, try to catch up with the environment. Then I was able to go back to school, at university. I proceeded, and after 2-3
So how long
weeks,
is this? How long is this? Like from the time you left school to now surgery? How long did it take you?
It took me like about 2-3-4 weeks.
Oh, 2-3 4. It wasn't long.
Yeah. But when I came back to school, I found guys had done cuts, cut 1, cut 2.
So you didn't miss much. Like it wasn't like a whole.
I had to keep on now pressing up with the lecturers. Can you get me this cut? Get me this cut. Hey, I was having a medical problem. You show them the summary decision. They say, okay, it is okay. I'm going to get you one. So I was able to concentrate. Unfortunately, I had to pay some fee. I had to pay some money at the hospital.
But because of the surgery?
Because of the surgery.
Yeah.
But because it was successful, after all, I said, I really deserve to see and I have to pay for the service.
Yeah.
So the little money that I had gotten from Higher Education Loans Board, HELB, 100,000. First aid gotten 50. Second I had also been given 50. So I take all the amount of money, pay to the hospital.
Yeah.
So I was left at school but without school fees for 2 years.
Wow. Wow.
So I had to now get to looking for people, kindly help me here.
Yeah.
I've been having this problem, but I've gone for the surgery. I'm able to see a little bit. Kindly help me out.
Yeah.
And I had to struggle and strain myself so much.
So this time you're still using your stick because you can't see clearly.
I can't see clearly, and also.
But you can see.
I could see, and I never want to show the people that I'm seeing. Because they could ask me if you're seeing, what are you seeing? And I've never seen for
like all your life you've never seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I kept it to myself.
You didn't tell anyone?
I never.
That the surgery was successful?
Only the doctor and the clinical officer could say that this gentleman right now he could see.
That's all.
He doesn't need this white cane.
Oh my goodness.
So with that, at least I was able to move around.
Yeah.
And then we closed the university. We came back for third year in 2014, 2015, to call off for another one whole year because of the school fees problem. I don't have money. You like exhausted almost every avenue. You go to this, somebody has helped you this much. You can't go again to the same person again.
Still living in a hostel.
Yeah, but after second year, I was told not to go and stay outside because we're not allowed to stay inside past second year. So I could walk from Mathare to Kenyatta University.
Oh, so you went back to the convent?
Not in the convent.
They still accepted you?
No.
Yeah.
Right now you're old enough, you have an ID.
You're independent?
You're independent now. Then I began now surviving in Mathare, washing people's clothes, repairing shoes.
Hey, hold it. Please hold it there. And we've heard the story, and that's it for today. Please join us next Monday at exactly 6 p.m. and let's hear the continuation. This has been so touching and so powerful. I believe that you are blessed and you are encouraged. If someone will make it and was born blind, you have no excuse whatsoever. So see you next week on Monday at exactly 6 p.m.
Wema TV, the voice of hope.